look on the sonar right there. What is that? Oh, they're whales. Hey, how's it going guys? Spy here and welcome back to another fishing Barents Sea episode. And it's been a few weeks in game, and look how much money I have earned with this boxy looking cat box fishing boat, whatever you want to call it. 16 million kroners, which means we can purchase the brand new ship at dock here. So let's head over to the purchase boats menu and let's buy the Lunar Bow. We're going to be capturing a bunch of fish with this trawler. So this ship here can hold 7 crew members, and to fish we have to head out to the open sea. But before we do that, we actually have to buy the ship. There we go. And there it is, the Lunar Bow. Congratulations on unlocking and purchasing your first trawler. Lunar Bow stores fresh fish in large tanks in the hull. That sounds amazing. So let's head on over. I already did the tutorial, kind of. It's kind of difficult trying to figure out how this ship works, so I kind of came up with my own method. It's kind of like a hunt down the fish and just capture them. Okay, there we go. And let's hire some crew members here. Let's hire this guy. We are going to have one more space for another person, but there's no one here, so we can't really hire anyone else. So we almost have a full crew. We don't really need a full crew, except most of my guys don't have much stamina, so they're gonna get pretty tired on the ship fast, and we need to have a full crew doing all the work here. All right, so if you look at the top right, we still have 1.35 million kroners. We're gonna head over to the dock now and upgrade the ship a little bit. So if you head all the way down here, we can get some radars. Let's buy all these radars because they are going to be useful for the moment being. There we go. And then there's a Scanmar door sensor and control, which allows us to have a little bit more control over our ship's trawl doors, which is pretty helpful. Bang, boom. And all the way down here, there's the Scanmar trawl eye. Detects the rate of fish mass entering the net. This piece, I think, is the most important. So we got a little bit more money left over. Let's buy these extra sensors, as many as we can buy. And we have 260,000 kroners left, but we don't need to spend all of it. We need a little bit just in case we run out of fuel or something like that. Check this massive ship out. Okay, before we, scraping the hull already. Scraping the hull already. Before we leave out to the open ocean, I'm gonna do a little walk around. A little walk around in this ship. So this is the bridge here. This is where we control the ship. We drive it. We got some displays up here that we could change. Some of them are pretty useful. Navigation is okay. I don't like driving at first person, so we don't really need that. Here's our office. Pretty nice. Can't sit here or do anything. It's just for looks. Kitchen, of course, for eating nothing. And back here, this is for controlling the trawl net and everything like that. We're gonna get to that later. It's pretty overwhelming at first. Okay. Now, let's head out to the deck here. I don't think we can walk all the way down, which is... Oh, we can. Oh, neat. We can walk all the way down here. Oh, but we can't walk up there. That sucks. Oh, we can't actually go back there. It's like an invisible wall, but that's okay. You guys will see them working when we actually start fishing. So let's head back to the driver's seat. Bang. And let's get out to the open ocean so we can start fishing. Please don't scrape the ship anymore. Let's use the side thrusters to get out of here. Side thrusters. Very helpful. Very helpful. I'm going to be using these quite a bit for capturing the fish. Now, we have to fast travel. We're going to fast travel all the way up here where you guys could see the open water. But I haven't explored that. So there's a technique. The reason I bought all those radar upgrades, is because we can only fast travel to here. Zoom all the way up to the maximum area it could go. Right about there. And we pop out like that. And we wait a few seconds. And since we have the biggest radar for this ship, for the Lunar Bow, you guys will see that it explores this big radius. And that's helpful because we don't have to drive all the way there. And here we are at the open ocean. All right, so before we actually go in there, I'm going to assign some people to the set trawl position because we need to have them in there so they could set the trawling net. All right, now we click this button over here and we go to the open water. And here we are. Okay, get rid of that. Let's hop out of our driver station here. Let's head to the back where the trawling controls are. Right here. Look at this magnificent seating area. Okay, so this part's kind of confusing. I figured out a little bit. It's pretty much up to your own preference what you want on the screen, but the most important piece for me is probably the nav, this here, and the 2 depth for the doors. And then what I like to do is I like to add the length on the side there. And then down here, we need to have the hawk, because it shows us how much fish is coming in, which is important because I'm going to be using that quite a bit. I use a different method than everyone else. I like to hunt down the fish and capture them. It might take a little bit longer, but I don't actually know how to do the other methods very well because to be honest guys, I don't really know what all these things mean. I just know the basics. But we can earn quite a bit of money. Okay, so now let's set the trawl net. Bang, and there it goes. The net is setting at the back. And if we look on the screen here, you can see our port door and our starboard door. Oh, I have this mixed up. This one goes in the middle. Okay, so we got some fish to the port side, so we gotta turn left, which is actually right, really fast. So you wanna catch those, so we'll see our ship start to turn. And if we look at the navigation up there, I'm actually gonna move this down here and then this up here. You'll start to see the ship turn, and we gotta get right into that. I look at the navigation here to see which angle my ship is. You can kind of see it on the sonar, the Scanmar sonar or whatever. We're gonna try to get into that as fast as possible. So we're gonna drive there really fast, super fast. Okay, oh, look at that big group. Oh, we're in it. Okay, slow down. We have a 9 for fish right there. We're catching quite a bit. I don't know if we're gonna be able to stay in here for very long, but we're catching a lot of them. We got quite a bit there. We're gonna try to get back into that group of fish. So keep on going. Can we get into that big blob of fish and steal them right out of their watery home? Oh geez, this got dark. Oh, there we go. We're in it. Slow down. It's good to be around 4 knots, 3 or 4 knots. Oh, okay, they disappeared. As long as we have our doors a little bit above or in between these bright colors, we should be able to catch quite a bit of fish. Now, if you look at our capacity on our net, we already have about 50 or 60% of fish. Now, we're gonna turn back into that big blob of fish. Now, there's easier methods of catching in the Lunar Bow, but I like doing this. I like doing this method. It's a little easier. You don't really have to watch everything. Just make sure your net is at a certain depth and everything like that. I'm not the best at fishing with the trawl net, but it works. Oh, we're catching fish. We're catching a lot of fish. Okay, keep on going into there. Okay, are we gonna catch this big batch of fish? I don't know. They might have already been past us. We'll see though. Oh, no, we're catching some. Okay, slow down a bit. A little bit. Not a lot though. Maybe if I reel up, I might be able to catch those fish. Oh, yep, look at that. Look at that. Our radar, it's going crazy. Oh, it's going really crazy. But I'm not really catching anything, am I? No. Okay, let's kind of straighten out here. There we go, now we're catching some, a 7. So this right here, it goes from 1 to 9. The higher the number, the more fish you catch. And we are already at past 60% capacity. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna start reeling in because the more fish you have in your net, the heavier it is and the more force you're gonna need to pull that fish in. We're still catching a few, but I'm gonna reel in anyways. Oh, we already are. Oh, wow, look at that. The clearance is 5. The ocean floor is just right there. This must be super shallow. That's not good. But once we reset our trawl net, there could be even more depth, or there could be even less. There could be like 1 to 500, or even more sometimes. That's crazy. Okay, I think we're ready to haul in the trawl net. So get ready, guys. You'll see our crew start to haul it in. Boom. There we go. Getting into position. Everyone into position. Raise the stern crane. And look at that big, watery snake-looking thing. It's gross looking. And that is pretty full of fish. Now, even if that isn't full of fish in game, it'll still show like that. It doesn't make sense. Okay, and now we are pumping the fish into the storage. So for pollock, we got 67,000 kilograms. And mackerel, 84,000 kilograms. And look at our storage. It's already 1/3 the way full. So we could get fishing again. All right. So gain a little bit of speed. We're gonna straighten out. Is that, okay, that's not correct right there. I can't wait to see how much money we earn from this haul of fish. Now we gotta go in here. Storage, it'll start to show the age of the fish. It says, fish begin to rot after 8 days. So as long as we get it in before 8 days, we can make quite a bit of money. Okay, are we straightened out? We're pretty straight. Okay, there we go. And get about 4 knots, maybe a little more than 4 knots. And we're going to set our net. We got to put our people into position. Bang. Good. And boom. There goes the net. It's going to reel out. We're going to see on our scan mar where the fish are. We're going to chase them down. All right. We got to turn left. Chase those guys down. Oh, we're already catching like 8 quality amount of fish. Holy. Because there was fish underneath us, which is pretty decent. It's already passed about 13%. They kind of disappeared. That's okay. We'll catch this one here. Gather that little bit up. We could probably already straighten out and manage to catch them, but we'll see here in a second. So that's actually in front of our ship. So if we straighten out now, we might be able to catch them. There we go. Now, we're not really over the fish too much, so I'm going to use my side thrusters to move into position a little more. Hopefully that does help. So we are moving sideways now, as you can see here with our side thruster. Yeah, it doesn't look like we managed to catch that one, but we will see if we can. The net is still reeling out. It's gaining depth there. Oh, we're catching those fish. Look, 9 quality. 9 quality. That is amazing. We're catching a lot in our net here, as you can see. It's going up. We're already at about 30%. Oh. It's still... Holy man, we're catching a lot. And then it stopped. Okay, it is time to start hunting down the fish. Now, we're pretty close to touching the bottom of the ocean. So we gotta stop reeling out because we have 70 meters of clearance. And that right there is the bottom of the ocean, it looks like. So we're gonna straighten out here. 50, 48. We might hit the bottom of the ocean, so we might have to reel in a bit. I'll reel in the port side a bit because it is a little not symmetrical, which isn't good for these nets. So look in front of us right there. We might be able to catch those fish. Stop reeling in and out. And let's go right into that big bunch and see if we could catch them. Now we're catching some of the fish. Look at that. 7 quality. We're catching a lot. Our net is going up. 7. And that should be stopping. Yeah, it just stopped. So we could probably just turn a bit and keep on catching them. And we are catching them. We're catching all those fish. Now, once we get to about 60%, I'm going to reel in again because we don't want too much capacity on the ship. There we go. And we're going to start reeling in. Reel on in. Grab those fish. Now, like I said, guys, I don't know how to do the other methods in this game for catching the fish with the trawler, but I like to chase them down and catch them just like that. Some people just drive straight, don't really adjust their net depths or their door depths. I kind of tried to adjust everything here and there. I watched my hawk mostly and the depths here. But if you guys have any suggestions or tips or anything like that, throw them in the comments. I'll probably read them. I know the next boat, the bigger one we have to buy, is a bottom trawler. So that's going to be a little different as well. I'm going to have to figure that out. But if you guys would like to see that next, let me know. Oh, look at our fancy suit. Look at our fancy suit. We're a skipper. Soon we'll be a captain. And we are ready to haul in the trawl net. And here we go. This little process takes a little bit, but it's pretty neat to see the crew members working. The cranes pulling up the net. That's the pump. Right there. It's pumping the fish into the storage. And kabam! 68,000 kilograms of pollock and 83,000 kilograms of mackerel. I believe we could do one more net haul, and then our capacity is about full, and then we gotta head all the way back to dock and make a lot of money. Okay, so hop back in here, set our people in the set trawl. They're continuously working, but they do have a big break. While I fiddle around and chase fish by myself up here on my own deck. Well, that's okay. Okay, straighten out, and let's set the trawl net one last time. Oh, look on the sonar right there. What is that? Oh, they're whales. You can see the whales on there. We might be able to catch this batch right here. If we can, that might be quite a bit. But there's some up ahead of us here, which is also pretty neat. I'm gonna kind of turn a bit here, angle it. Oh, we're catching some. 5 quality. Going a little fast though. Gotta make sure we're at about 4 knots. 6 quality. We're at about 9% of our net. Oh. Look down there though. That's the ocean floor once again. So I like to usually stop my net at about 150 to 200 and these at around 50 and 100. Oh, we might be able to catch that big set there. And we are catching more fish. From this batch here, our net usually hangs a little low like that. So we're gonna catch the fish that are a little under and in between our doors. A 9! Holy, oh, it went to a 3. Well, it's still pretty decent. Might as well just keep going on straight because we've got this bunch of schools right there in front of us and below us. And it looks like we're just about hitting the bottom, but we're catching that bunch of fish right there. Hopefully we can get this at max capacity just from this little bunch. Might be able to. I'm gonna stop my nets for now. Oh, and we're at a 0. And it looks like we're just about to hit. So I'm gonna move a little left so we could gather that bunch of fish there. Left, all the way. Okay, let's see if we can capture this bunch. Going to straighten out here. And slow down. Okay, straighten out. Looks pretty straight to me. Oh, we're capturing them. We're capturing them. Okay, slow down a bit. Slow down a bit. This should get our net at full capacity. Hopefully 7. Decent. 9. And it's gonna drop. It's going to drop. But you know what? Just about. And we did it. Oh, it stopped right before we did it. I lied. Okay, let's pull the net in and let's head back to dock. Now this method's a little slow, guys. I'm not the best with the Lunar Bow. And now we're reeling in because the clearance is still pretty low. And we are almost at max capacity anyways. It's not worth chasing the fish. Okay, so let's move our people in the hull trawl position one last time. And I think we're already ready. Yeah. Really close to the surface of the water. And there's the doors on the back. Our friendly seagulls waiting for food. There's a lot of them though. I think they come with the boat. It's like when you buy a boat, you get some free seagulls. 33,000 kilograms of mackerel and 82,000 kilograms of pollock. And we are done in the open ocean for now. It didn't take too long. Usually you're only supposed to be out here for like, I don't know, 5, 10, 20 minutes maximum. But I was out here for like 30, chasing fish. How's that sound? Okay, so let's head back to Hammerfest. Luckily we have fast travel because that would take ages. And here we are at Hammerfest. Let's dock and see how much money we have made off of this haul. Wow. Guys, we made 5 million kroners from that haul. And to get the next ship, all I really need to do is drive a few 100 kilometers. It's the Hermes. That's the one we're going to be buying next. It's 20 million kroners. Jeez. Well, if you guys want me to do that, want me to do some bottom trawling, sea floor trawling with the Hermes, let me know. I will try to get enough money for that in between episodes and do my driving. 282 more kilometers. That's not bad. Considering that you're continuously driving with the trawler, that won't take long at all. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for this episode. If you have any tips, suggestions, or etc. for this game, let me know in the comments, and let me know if you would like to see more of this game. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing, and remember, stay sweet. Bye.